Hi, I'm Lee Dixon and I'm talking to Arseblog. Yeah, definitely. I think the game has completely changed. I've been retired 10 years now, and towards the end of my playing days you could see a different mentality. A lot of good things being introduced by the foreign players coming into the game and the foreign coaches, introductions of new training methods, etc. But also a mentality, different mentality, a more, I have to say, probably more professional mentality. All the foreign players who came in to Arsenal when I was there were very professional in their preparation for games, etc. And we, the English lads learned a lot off them. Likewise, we taught them a thing or two about what it meant to play for a club like Arsenal. So the traditions of the club, we tried to pass those over on to the new boys coming in. But then again, the game's changed, gone to another level where I think that money has definitely changes attitudes towards playing. There's a lot of good professionals out there, but I think overall there's a more of a mercenary aspect to the game now than there was when I was playing, and that's only in the last 10, 12 years ago. So I think that's definitely changed. Favourite Spurs derby probably would be, I'd have to say, the semi-final at Wembley, when we lost one semi-final obviously to Tottenham, and then a couple of years later we had another one. I'm trying to remember the year. The year we won the cup, I can't remember. 91. We won the no, it wasn't 91, it was 93. Somewhere around there. Getting my memory's going. Bit blasé about when I won the FA Cup. It's just not very good, is it? But yeah, we had the semi-final again, and it was kind of payback time, and Tony Adams scored the header, far post, won 1-0. So that was probably my favourite derby game. Yeah, I don't even have to hesitate about thinking about this, and it's one of my early games for Arsenal in Anfield in 1989, when we won the league in the last kick of the game in Michael Thomas, having to go to Anfield and win 2-0. That game doesn't get any better than that. I can't really remember big chunks of it, but I remember the start, the middle and the end. And the end was all you really needed to remember, and it was just a sensational evening. I've never gone through as many emotions in a game as that, and I was still quite a young boy. I mean, it was my first full season at Arsenal, so I was 23, 24, and it was just, it had everything, and it culminated obviously in us winning our first trophy under George Graham, first league under George Graham, at Anfield, which was kind of seen as the mecca of football then. It probably still is to a certain extent. Now probably Gareth Bale. I think on his day he's kind of unplayable. He's so strong. He's got such a good engine that he can, cause a fullback a lot of problems. And you have the decisions to make whether you get tight to him or you drop off. And I think I've seen him play. I've seen him, destroy a couple of fullbacks here and there over the last few years, and Maicon of Inter springs to mind, and I think on his day he's a really, really tricky player to get. He's not, he's not the trickiest on the ball, but he's got enough tricks, and that pace and strength of running is would be very difficult to mark. So, and also these days you can't tackle anybody, so try playing against Gareth Bale without tackling. It's not going to happen. No, I don't honestly think it is down to individuals like that. I think the thing is with Arsenal as a team, I think when Arsene took over, he had a back four that took care of itself and a goalkeeper, and he built on that. So there was a mentality at the club that was passed on from player to player. The new foreign players came in, Patrick Vieira's, Petit, they learned the history of the club. They had a solid base to play from, and we had a certain way of playing. It was exciting. It was, you know, we scored goals. And as the team progressed, well, the back four retired, but then there was the emergence of Ashley Cole and Lauren came in, who was both excellent fullbacks. Sol Campbell came in, who was playing alongside Martin Keown, so there was still a little bit of the old guard there. They went through that season undefeated, and since then Ashley left, Sol Campbell left, Lauren left. And I think that the general mentality of the team changed into a more attacking base team. Wenger's strength is his team's playing wonderful football. But I think defensively, I'll get that in a minute, defensively I think they've got problems, and that comes from a mentality point of view, not just the back four and the defence. I think the whole aspects of their game when they lose the ball is not balanced right, and so it takes too long for them to win the ball back, and they get spread out. There's holes, and there's no communication between all players. Yeah, you can pinpoint the back four, but all players is not good enough, and I think that's been their problem. I don't think you ever think about it. I think, you know, we'd had a great start to the season, and we got to December or whenever it was, we lost that game, and we were flying, and we had an injury, I think, at centre back. I think Andy Linnigan came on or started the game, and it didn't really upset us, but we just thought that you get to a point where the team. You look at the team and it's almost unbeatable, and you just think every game you go out and all of a sudden you're 1-0 up and you think, here we go again, and you just keep churning the wins out, and we felt like that, but you never look further than the next game. It's an old saying and all that about the next game, you just concentrate on the one you're in, and that's kind of what we did. And then once the pressure's off a little bit once you lose that one game, but to do that, you know, in 2004 was just, you know, an astonishing season, and probably something that will never happen again.